The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolangatta Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated, a bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolangatta Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated, a Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated, a bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Brangus judging for 2026. Our judge this afternoon is Mr. Shane Bishop. He's co-principal of the Gargon Brahman Company with his wife Sue at Bohenia Downs, Mara. And we have an associate, Abigail Johnson from Kirralee Brangus at Jalulu. Now, the first class into the ring is class 74, and that's junior heifer, 8 months and under 12 months. We have catalogue numbers 539 to 544 parading, as I understand. If there are any more withdrawals, would you please advise the steward for our records? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 74, which is a Brangus heifer, 8 months and under 12 months. First, catalogue number 539, Bulakina Zimbabwe, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. Second is catalogue number 544, N Bar Exactly Right, exhibited by Dan and Megan Lamb. And third is catalogue number 542, Duff Red Honey W809, exhibited by Duff Red Brangus. Our judge, Mr. Shane Bishop, will now comment on the class.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brangus judging. I'd just like to thank Brangus Australia very much for the invitation to judge here today, and always the Royal Brisbane Show. It's a fantastic show to come to. Always a great crowd, beautiful venue, and always good cattle. We started with the obviously the youngest heifers. It's always a bit of a bit of a pick and poke sort of game, looking into a crystal ball. But the heifer on top, structurally very correct. We both, Abigail and I, both really like the heifer structurally. She's built really well. Great fleshed heifer, good springer rib, correct through her feet and legs, and carrying good femininity. As is the second heifer, there was very little between the two heifers. Loved the clean lines, a clean navel, long along the top. Loved the length of the heifer. Stands on good bone, structurally correct. Wasn't a lot between those two heifers. You could turn them round on any given day. The heifer in third place, a little bit going to be a bit bigger cow than the first two. A little bit more growthier. Good bone. Didn't quite like her as much through the hindquarter down through the thirl region, but still a very good heifer, good long heifer, feminine. As is the heifers marching out today, all good young heifers, structurally correct, and I'm sure they'll have their day in the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Shane. The next class to be judged, please note that in Class 75, catalogue number 545 has been withdrawn. So we move to Class 76, which is Brangus heifer, 16 months to under 20 months, with catalogue numbers 546 to 548 parading, please. If there are any further withdrawals, would you please advise the steward so that we can amend the records? Thank you.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated, a bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 76, which is the Brangus heifer 16 months to under 20 months. First is catalogue number 547, N-Bar Wilhelmina, exhibited by Dan and Megan Lamb. Second is catalogue number 546, Duff Red Jellybean V144, exhibited by Duff Red Brangus. And third is catalogue number 548, Lazy S Edna 17th, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. And I'll now ask our judge to comment on the class.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, we both ended up going with this young heifer up in first. We really like her phenotypical structure. She's very correct, long, very smooth, lovely clean through the navel and into the brisket. She tracks really well, and we just think she's going to be a breeder of the future. She's a moderate framed heifer with plenty of springer rib and plenty of thickness. Heifer in second place was very close. She's a bigger boned heifer, a little bit different in shape, but going to be a big cow. Probably just didn't quite like her through the hind end as much as heifer in first place, but still very good, still a good heifer, and stands on great bone. The heifer in third place took our attention when she come in, long, clean, very smooth heifer, just a little bit wastier in the brisket, and just a little bit sickle hock in those back legs, but not bad at all. She'll make a cow of the future, and it's just lesser of the evils when you get a class like that. You just got to pick on something to get a winner, and that's the way we saw it. Thank you.
Thanks, Shane. Catalogue numbers 539 and 547 to parade. Would the second placed entrants in the previous classes please stand aside? Please stand aside in case they're required for the judging of the reserve junior champion. Thank you.
Junior champion.
Yeah.
Somebody's lost their phone. It was just found around the corner.
I'll get that in a minute.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Probably one of my daughters.
Stevie Jackson from Sandy Banks.
Who?
Stevie Jackson.
Steve Jackson.
Stevie.
Stevie. This is for the junior champion.
Yeah. Or junior and reserve.
Stevie Jackson.
Yep. Sandy Banks Brangus. Tyro.
Where's that?
Tyro.
T-I-A-R-O.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Marlborough. I can do that.
How are you?
Oh, just sit on the table up here for you.
We'll now have catalogue number 546 in the ring for the judging of the reserve junior champion, Brangus heifer for 2026. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, the junior champion Brangus heifer for 2026 is catalogue number 547, which is Enbar Wilhelmina, exhibited by Dan and Megan Lamb. And the reserve champion is catalogue number 539. Sorry. Where'd I go? 539, which is Bulakina Zabibo, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Company. And our judge, Shane Bishop, will now comment on these two heifers.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, two very good Brangus heifers, displaying great structural correctness, smooth, long, clean. Both heifers clean through the navel region. We really liked them in the hindquarters, down through the thurls and in the whole pelvic region. Not a lot between them. We just went for the older, a bit more mature heifer, I guess, just displaying a little bit more Springer rib at this early age. But young heifers like that, it's very hard to make a prediction now. But two heifers that will last a long time as cows as far as structure goes. Moderate framed, still with plenty of Springer rib and plenty of thickness. I do want to commend the red heifer. We really like the growth of the red heifer. Stands on good bone, just not quite as good in the pelvic area through the pin hip region as the two top heifers. Still very useful and make a great cow. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. We'll move shortly to the judging of the junior Brangus bulls and class 77. So can we have shortly catalogue numbers 549 to 552 to parade, please.
That's it. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, first one up.
Just for something.
Yep.
That's the, yeah, that's the
Information about two balls in front of you there. Catalogue 457
Oh, yeah.
is the current weight of 998 kilos. The
an iPhone, I think.
12 and 9. And
Oh,
the
that's
one
it's
for
a
7.
Samsung.
Catalogue number 458, the current
Say there's
weight
been a
is
fight running
870
around the
kilos.
corner.
Yeah,
Someone's
we've got
coming
the
up.
12 and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a Samsung phone handed in. And I think we've found an owner for it. Thank you. Catalogue 550 weighs 498 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 7 and 4 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 86 square centimetres. 551 weighs 418 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 6 and 4 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 86 square centimetres.
Brangus at 934 kilos, for New South Wales at 2211, and the newsman at 134.
No, I've got it. Catalogue 552 weighs 536 kgs with an average daily, with ribbon P8 measurements of 7 and 5 millimetres, and eye muscle area of 101 square centimetres. See if I can get a measurement for this fella. Ladies and gentlemen, you will note that catalogue number 549 weighs 383 kgs with P8 and rib measurements of 4 and 3 millimetres and eye muscle area of 68 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 77, which is Brangus Bull, 8 months and under 12 months. First, catalogue number 555, Bullakina Xander PP, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. Second is catalogue number 552, Duff Winston 192, exhibited by Duff Red Brangus. And third is catalogue number 551, Duff Waratah W810, exhibited by Duff Red Brangus. Our judge, right, our associate judge, Abigail Johnson, will now comment on this class.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Brangus Australia and the RNA for giving me the opportunity to be associate judge here with Shane today. The bull in first, we just really admired this bull for his length and thickness, the meat he carries. He stands on great bone. He's just a real standout in this class today. Tremendous bull there. The bull in second, he got up today just with the growth, the bone, the testicular development he shows at this young age. Just a bull we really admired for those traits. In third, this bull, very structurally correct, good testicles. Just lacked a bit of the length of the bulls above him. And taking away nothing from this bull down in fourth, just a bit outpowered by the bulls above him in length and thickness today. Thank you.
Thank you, Abigail. The next class to be judged is Class 78, which is Brangus Bull, 12 months and under 16 months. And we have catalogue number 553 parading. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 78, which is Bull 12 months and under 16 months, is first, catalogue number 553, N-bar exactly 10, exhibited by Dan and Megan Lamb. Now, the judges, because there is the one entry in the class, will comment on that during the judging of the Junior Champion Bull, which follows on shortly. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we move now to Class 79, which is Bulls 16 months and under 20 months. And we have catalogue numbers 554 and 555 parading. Catalogue number 554 weighs 744 kgs with P8 and eye muscle area measurements of 7 and 5, P8 and rib measurements of 7 and 5 millimetres, and eye muscle area of 116 square centimetres. And catalogue number 555 weighs 782 kgs with P8 and rib measurements of 16 and 10 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 125 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 79, which is the Brangus bull, 16 months and under 20 months first. Catalogue number 554, Vowood Vegas V811, exhibited by Edward and Cara Quinn. And second, catalogue number 555, Duff Van Dyke V73, exhibited by Duff Red Brangus. And our judge, Shane Bishop, will now comment on these bulls.
Thank you. Yeah, we went for the most powerful bull in the class, we believe. He's got a great size head on him. Structurally correct, the bone we're looking for. A bull carrying good testicles, smooth through his rib cage and down into his hindquarter. And for us, he was an easy winner. The bull in second place, we really admired his carcass qualities. He's got a hell of a spring of rib. Really liked him in over the rump and thickness of the bull. Walks up on his back pasterns a bit. Not quite the testicle development of the bull in first place. And for a while there, he didn't want to be here. That made it a bit harder. But a really good carcass bull. A bull that's got plenty of thickness right through. Probably a little bit shorter than the bull on top. But it was just these hind legs there that got, put him down behind the bull in first place. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move now to the judging of the Junior Champion Brangus Bull for 2026. We have catalogue numbers 550, 553 and 554 to parade. Will the second place getters in these various classes please stand by in case they're needed for the judging of the Reserve Junior Brangus Bull. Can we have catalogue number 552 into the ring, please, for the judging of the reserve junior champion Brangus? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the junior champion Brangus bull for 2026 is catalogue number 550, which is Bulakina Xander PP, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And the reserve champion is catalogue number 554, which is Vowelwood Vegas V811, exhibited by Edward and Cara Quinn. And our judge, Mr. Shane Bishop, will now comment on these bulls.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, I guess the job of a bull's to get out in the paddock and serve cows, as you know, and reproduce plenty of calves. So we ended up going for the younger bull just for his structural soundness. He's a very correct calf. Really admired his length, flashing right through over his hips, down into the hind quarter. A good set of testicles on him, very even. Really admired the sheath, and a good-headed young calf. The bull in reserve is a bull that took our attention. He's a powerful bull, great powerful head on him, plenty of bone, just not quite as clean in the sheath and not quite as even in the testicles, but a bull that stands on great bone, very correct through his feet and legs, a bull that is going to do a great job, plenty of length in that bull. Really hard to split them, but we just went with the younger calf, just a little bit more natural fleshing, we thought. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. And the bull is being sashed here this afternoon by Julie Sheehan from Kraken Angus at Proston.
Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August
Ladies and gentlemen, we move now to the judging of the senior cow or heifer for 2026 with Class 80, Brangus heifer 20 months and under 24 months. We'll have catalogue numbers 556 and 558 parading. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Class 80, which is a Brangus heifer, 20 months and under 24 months, is first catalogue number 556, Bullakina, You Gorgeous Girl, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And second is catalogue number 558, Vowood Vogue V683, exhibited by Edward and Cara Quinn. And I'll now ask our judge, Shane Bishop, to comment on these two heifers.
Thanks, Bill. It was the overall length of the first heifer it got her there in the end. There wasn't much between them. Abigail and I don't think we still agree, but at the end of the day, I had to make a decision. The heifer in first place, long, clean, standing on really good bone, good structure, tracks well. Just a little bit forming up in the brisket there for me, getting a little bit heavy in the brisket for feed, but a good long heifer, very feminine, clean through the navel, clean straight along the top. Heifer in second place, she's probably a little bit shorter in the first heifer, but she's a deep-bodied heifer, tracks very well, good through the pelvic thirl region that we've been looking for all day. Wasn't a lot between it, just that length of the heifer in first place got her there. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Now to Class 81, which is the Brangus cow heifer, 24 months and under 30. We have catalogue numbers 559, 560 and 561 parading. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 81, which is Brangus cow or heifer 24 months and under 30 months. First, catalogue number 560, N-Bar Vibe P, exhibited by Dan and Megan Lamb. Second is catalogue number 561, Lazy S MS Edna's Victory 4th, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. And the third is 559, Bullakina Your Gorgeous P, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And our associate judge here today, Abigail Johnson, will now comment on this class.
Thank you. The young cow that we've gone for in first today, she's just a very correct female, especially through that hind quarter. Possibly lacking a bit of condition compared to those other two below her, but she's doing a tremendous job on her calf for this young age.
Oh, yeah, sorry, thank you.
This
One and two. Sorry, mate.
this cow in second today, another beautiful young cow doing a great job on her calf. Yeah, tremendous calf on foot there. Just probably didn't have the length and not quite as correct in the hind quarters as the cow above her, but a beautiful udder and great outlook on that cow. The heifer down in third, just a tremendous body and length to her. She's got thickness throughout. Just didn't have the structure that we're looking for in the pelvis, and obviously not with a calf at foot like the other two above her, but another great heifer today. Thank you.
Nah, not for yours.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move now to Class 82, which is Brangus cow, 30 months and under 36 months, with catalogue numbers 562 and 563 parading. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 82, which is a Brangus cow 30 months and under 36 months. First, catalogue number 562, Vowood Unreal U559, exhibited by Edward and Cara Quinn. And second, catalogue number 563, Yabba Do You Love Me 7U26, exhibited by Wiona Brangus. And our judge, Shane Bishop, will now comment on the class.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the cow on top we just thought was very feminine, showing great, good Brangus characteristics. She's a very feminine, the wedge shape that we're looking for in a female. Good springer rib, thickness right through, doing a great job on a calf, good udder, productive obviously at her age. Maybe could be a rib longer, some people would argue, but just a really good, moderate, everyday type female, doing a great job. The cow in second place, she's not far behind, just a little bit different in type, very long cow, which we like them to be, great length. Just doesn't quite have the springer rib or the pelvic area, the cow on top. Doing a good job on a calf, also very good in the udder. Yeah, two very good Brangus females. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. We move now to Class 83, which is Brangus cow, 36 months and under 60 months. We have, I understand, catalogue number 564 to parade. I understand that catalogue 565 has been withdrawn. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 83, Brangus cow, 36 months and under 60 months. The winner is catalogue number 865, Wiona Maggie PP, WEO 22R4225, exhibited by Wiona Brangus. And the judges will comment on this cow during the judging of the senior champion cow, which is the next section to be judged. And as I mentioned, we move now to the judging of the senior champion Brangus cow heifer for 2026. We should have catalogue numbers 556, 560, 562 and 564 to parade. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, just please note with the exhibitors, the second place getters in previous classes should stand ready in case they are required for the judging of the reserve senior champion cow or heifer. Thank you. Five, 6, 4. Okay. Here we go. Reserve, 6, 2. All good? Ladies and gentlemen, the senior champion Brangus cow or heifer for 2026 is catalogue number 564. We own a Maggie PPP, WEO 22R 4225, exhibited by We Own a Brangus stud. And the reserve champion is catalogue number 562, which is Velwood Unreal U559, exhibited by Edward and Cara Quinn. And our judge, Mr. Shane Bishop, will now comment on these two cows.
Thanks, Bill. Well, ladies and gentlemen, not a lot between our two senior cows. Two great representations of the Brangus breed, both very feminine, well in production, doing a great job in their calves. It's lovely to see show cows that haven't got too much fat in their udder from feed and producing good milk for calves. It's a really good thing to see. You don't see it in all breeds, but the Brangus people have done a great job with their show cows. The senior champion cow we just thought was a really feminine, smooth cow, great in the udder, as I said, doing a great job on her calf, very correct. A lot of thickness in that cow, great spring of rib, moderate frame, a sort of cow that'll go on and on and on in the paddock, as is the second cow. Maybe not quite as smooth as the top cow, a little bit shorter, maybe through the rib cage, but a good cow doing a great job. And look at the bull calf. That's what it's all about, production. It's all about production and income. And there's a bull calf that will go a long way. Two great examples of the breed. The two out the back, the young heifer, she'll have her day. She just gave away a little bit on age, obviously, and not quite in production for a senior champion cow, but it'll come to her. I really want to compliment the other cow, although suck down condition a little bit, good for her age, a young cow, well in production, doing a great job on that calf, producing really good milk, and really enjoyed the senior champion females. They're good representation of the breed. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Shane. And ladies and gentlemen, you'll please note that the two cows there were sashed today by Charlotte Han from Mampara Pastoral Company from Kingston Southeast in South Australia. And we most appreciate that from her. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the judging of the Grand Champion cow or heifer. And we should have catalogue numbers 547 and 564 to parade, please. Yeah, I know. Right.
Is it the same guy?
Yeah.
I think it's Jackson.
There we go.
Mitchell Jackson.
Class 94, if we could please have catalogue numbers 595, 596, 597.
Oh, okay.
Incoming.
Yes. You already turned on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Abigail and I really enjoyed the judging of the females, the Brangus females. Here today, it's been quite challenging. Great representation of the Brangus breed. Females are very correct and not overly huge, moderate, that can live on pasture and be productive. That's what we're looking for. Today, we think a great example of the Brangus breed is the cow and calf. She's your grand champion cow. If you'd like to bring her forward, we just think she's a great example of Brangus breed. Fantastic female, feminine, productive, moderate with Springer rib, plenty of carcass traits in that cow, doing a great job on a calf. And ladies and gentlemen, that's your grand champion cow. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just confirming the grand champion Brangus cow or heifer for 2026 is catalogue number 564, which is Wiona Maggie PPWEO 22R4225, exhibited by Wiona Brangus Stud. And the cow receives the Elders Shield of Excellence, sponsored by Elders Limited, for all breeds throughout the show here today, and that's being presented by Mitch Jackson from Elders Stud Stock at Mergen today.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated, a bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational
Ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to the judging of the senior Brangus bulls for 2026, and we'll have class 84 initially, which is Brangus bull 20 months and under 22 months, and I believe catalogue numbers 566, 67 and 68 the parade. Thank you. Catalogue 566 weighs 882 kgs with P8 and rib measurements of 12 and 8 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 138 square centimetres. 567 weighs 736 kgs with P8 and rib measurements of 10 and 7 and eye muscle area of 128 square centimetres. And catalogue 568 weighs 878 kgs with P8 and rib measurements of 12 and 10 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 143 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 84, which is a Brangus bull 20 months and under 22 months. First, catalogue number 566, Bullakina You Got Game, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. Second is catalogue number 567, Vowood Vortex V708, exhibited by Edward and Cara Quinn. And third is catalogue number 568, exhibited by Bullakina Youngbud and, Bullakina Youngbud, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And our judge, Mr. Shane Bishop, will now comment on the bulls.
Ladies and gentlemen, we went for the more athletic bull on top. You can have all the carcass traits in the world, but a bull's got to be able to get around the paddock, deliver his genetics, obviously produce a lot of calves over a long period of time. And even though this bull's a little bit up on his back pasterns, very athletic, big sirey type, really like the carcass qualities in that bull, the growth of him and the eye muscles for him. He's a good athletic type bull, as I said, longevity type bull, and really like the power of him. Bull in second place, very powerful head on this bull. Really admired the length of him, great through his carcass, through his rib cage, stands on great bone, structurally very correct. Just didn't quite have the carcass qualities of the first bull, and a little bit more sheathy than the first bull, but a really good, strong bull. The bull in third place, it's not hard to see great body on this bull. A kind of body I'd dream of to put on a Brahman bull. Great springer rib, right down into his hindquarter. His pelvic area is huge. He's down into his thurls. Great carcass bull, full of red meat. We just found he couldn't travel as good in his hind end. And it's important to us here today that a bull does have to be able to travel and get around. But that's a great bodied bull. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. We move now to Class 85, which is a Brangus bull 22 months and under 24 months, with catalogue numbers 569 and 570 parading. Thank you. Catalogue 569 weighs 872 kgs with P8 and rib measurements of 11 and 8 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 142 square centimetres. And catalogue 570 weighs 844 kgs with P8 and rib measurements of 14 and 8 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 126 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 85, which is a Brangus bull 22 months and under 24. First, catalogue number 569, Bullakina Your Handsome, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Company. And second, catalogue number 570, Bullakina Year In Year Out, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And these bulls will be described today by our associate judge, Abigail Johnson from Jululu.
Thank you. This class today, we've got two athletic bulls that walked around the ring well, both good sheaths, good testicles. Just the bull in first today, he had a bit more muscle up on that top line, better carcass traits, a more powerful head, and a bit more length, and that's what's put him over the bull down in second today. But like I said, that bull in second, he's good sheath, another good bull who's just getting around well. Thank you.
Thanks again. Righto. Hang on.
Oh, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's really not too much difference between these two because they're both very, very good.
No, you're right.
So
No,
I'll kick you over to Henry in first place here.
I'll break my neck here in a minute.
Rooney in second place.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have Class 86, which is the Brangus bull 24 months and under 30 months, with catalogue numbers 571 to 574 parading.
Very good.
Catalogue 571 weighs 702 kgs with P8 and rib measurements of 7 and 8 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 118 square centimetres. Catalogue 572 weighs 756 kgs with a P8 and rib fat measurements of 18 and 12 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 124 square centimetres. Catalogue number 573 weighs 948 kgs, P8 and rib measurements of 12 and 8 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 124 square centimetres. And 574 weighs 904 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 16 and 10 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 134 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 86, which is the Brangus bull, 24 months and under 30 months. First is catalogue number 574, Lazy S. Kruger, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. Second is catalogue number 572, exhibited Lazy S. Kurgo, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. And third is catalogue number 573, Chadwick Downs Petrichor V083, exhibited by Chadwick Downs Cattle Company. And our judge, Shane Bishop, will now comment on this class.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bull in first place, we just really admired his carcass qualities. He's a deep-bodied, thick bull, and there's 904 kg and 134 eye muscle in this bull. Not the framiest bull in the world, but a lot of red meat in that bull. Structurally correct, travels well, just on the a maximum side for sheath, but good strong bull. Just admired the red meat to bone in that bull. Bull in second place, very athletic bull. A bull will go out and get a lot of calves. Just a little bit lighter in weight, a little bit shorter through the rib cage, and not quite the body of the bull in first place, but a very athletic young bull. The bull in third place, the heaviest bull in the class, because he's a big bull, big bone, big framey fella. We just thought he lacked a bit of natural muscle along the top. He didn't have the eye muscle area of the bulls on top. But a later maturing type bull, but a bull that could do a lot for a lot of people as far as growth and frame goes. And the bull going out now, good structurally correct young bull, really good in his testicles and sheath, just gave away in weight for age a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. We move now to Class 87, which is a Brangus bull, 30 months and under 42 months. And we have catalogue numbers 575 and 576 to parade. Thank you. Catalogue 575 weighs 970 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 21 and 13 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 132 square centimetres. And catalogue 576 weighs 1,078 kgs, P8 and rib fat measurements of 15 and 12 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 140 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 87, which is the Brangus Bull, 30 months and under 42 months. First, catalogue number 576, Duff Red Umbira U550, exhibited by Duff Red Brangus. And the second is catalogue number 575, Wiona Nevada, exhibited by Wiona Brangus Stud. Our judge will now comment on these two bulls.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we both pondered for quite a while, as you saw. Both bulls have a lot to offer the breed. There's plenty of power in both these bulls as far as breed character and quality goes. Just ended up going for the red bull for his overall carcass qualities. He's a big bull. He's 1,078 kilos, 140 in thigh muscle. Carries it well. He's good in his fat, structurally correct. Really good down into the hind quarter. Both bulls, they've got plenty on them, so they've been on feed for a while, but he carries that body really well, that big carcass quality, powerful head, and just a really good bull. The bull in second place, very close. Also, good thigh muscle, 970 kilos in that bull, great powerful head on him. Just giving away a little bit over the hip region down into the thurls in the hindquarter region, but very little. Active for a bull of his weight, on good feet and legs. Two very good bulls. Thank you.
Thanks, Shane. So we now move to the judging initially of the senior champion Brangus Bull for 2026. And we should have in the ring catalogue numbers 566, 569, 574 and 576. Thank you. Exhibitors, please note that second place getters in the earlier classes should be standing by in case they're required for the judging of the reserve senior champion bull. Thank you. Can we have catalogue number 575 in the ring, please, for the judging of the reserve champion? Ladies and gentlemen, the senior champion Brangus Bull for 2026 is catalogue number 576, which is Duff Red Umbira U550, exhibited by Duff Red Brangus. And the reserve champion is catalogue number 569, which is Bulakina Your Handsome BH024RY, exhibited by the Hanson Cattle Company. And I'll now ask our judge, Shane Bishop, to comment on these two bulls.
Ladies and gentlemen, obviously went for the big bull as senior champion. He just carries the weight so well. He's not big in the fat. He's 15 and 12 for a bull of 1,078 kilos and 140 in thigh muscle. He carries it well, stands on great bone, good structure. He travels good for a big bull. Really powerful head on him, and really smooth through his rib, along the top of the ribs down in the hind quarter. Great evenness of fat cover on that bull, and just really admired his red meat to bone ratio. But taking nothing away from the reserve champion bull, is 142 in this bull. He's a lovely young bull, admired his length. Great set of testicles, sheath, really admired his athletic ability. He's a bull that can go out and get a lot of calves. Wasn't a lot between them. We just went for the bit older bull, just carrying that bit extra carcass. Really loved his depth of body, and that's what got him into the senior champion bull. Thank you.
Thanks, Shane. And ladies and gentlemen, the senior champion bull and the reserve champion are being sashed here this afternoon by Ian Galloway from Duara Angus at Roma.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will
champion Brangus bull for 2026, and we should have catalogue numbers 555 and 576 to parade. Thank you. And the grand champion receives the Elder Shield of Excellence. That's sponsored annually here for all breeds right across the judging. And I think we have Mitch Jackson from Elder Stud Stock at Mergen to present here this afternoon. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 Royal Brisbane Grand Champion Brangus Bull is the senior bull, the Red Bull. We just admired the carcass quality on him, the red meat to bone ratio, power. He's a big, powerful bull. For me as a producer, weight's always king. Great weight for age. That's what we get paid on as producers. You send truckloads of cattle, it's all about the weight. And he's a big, strong bull carrying that weight very well. The junior bull will have his day. He's obviously a fantastic young calf, really smooth through his fat cover and great structural soundness in that young calf, carrying a really good head on him. But today the senior bull is your grand champion bull. Thank you.
Thanks, Shane. And the bull is being sashed here today by Justin Bosshammer from JK Condamine and President of the Brangus Australian Association. And as I mentioned earlier, also receiving the Elder Shield of Excellence from Mitch Jackson from Elder Stud Stock at Mergen. Ladies and gentlemen, we move now to the judging of the Brangus groups, commencing with Class 88, which is a pair of bulls bred and owned by the exhibitor and exhibits to be entered in the general classes. Please note that catalogue number 578 has been withdrawn. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 88, which is a pair of Brangus bulls bred and owned by the exhibitor and must be entered in the general classes. First is catalogue number 580, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. Second is catalogue number 577, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. And third is catalogue number 579, exhibited by Edward and Cara Quinn. And our judge, Shane Bishop, will now comment on these bulls, on this group.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the group on top we thought was just a really good example of young athletic bulls, structurally very correct, long, plenty of red meat in those bulls, showing great breed character, and they get along well. Very athletic. The bulls in second place, a lot of carcass qualities in these bulls. They're deep-bodied fellas, well muscled. Good structurally correct fellas. A little bit of sheath in the front fella, but two very, very good bulls. As is the bulls in third place. Similar to the bulls in second place, powerful headed fellas. Stand on good bone, structurally very correct. Just not quite the muscle of the bulls above them, but still very good bulls, good in their testicles, and very useful bulls for the breed. And the group going out now, just not quite as even as the group that won, but as individuals, very good bulls. A lot of carcass in those bulls, structurally correct, good in the testicles and sheaths. Is what you want to see on bulls. Very good class. Thank you.
Thanks, Shane. We move now to Class 89, which is a breeders' group of 3 animals, both sexes to be represented, bred and owned by the exhibitor. And all animals must be entered in the general classes. So we have catalogue numbers 582 to 586 to parade. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 89, which is a breeders group of 3 Brangus animals, both sexes to be represented, bred and owned by the exhibitor, with all animals entered in the general classes. So first is catalogue number 583, exhibited by Wiona Brangus Stud. Second is catalogue number 586, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And third is catalogue number 585, exhibited by Edward and Cara Quinn. And our judge, Shane Bishop, will now comment on these cattle.
Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, exhibitors group for me is about a group of 3 animals that you know the exhibitors trying to breed that are even relevant to the industry. You can have individual champions in a group, but as a group of cattle, it doesn't always mean that they're even as a group. So the group in first place we just thought was really even. The 2 bulls structurally correct, and obviously the cow. A very good Brangus cow. Just as a group, we found them very even, very relevant to the industry, and a good representation of the Brangus breed. As the group in second place, the length of these cattle, they're long cattle, very correct. The bulls are very athletic. Good as a group, very, very even. As is the third group, 2 powerful bulls up the top, good cow and calf in production. Just a really even Brangus group. Relevant to the industry, the sort of cattle you'd like at home working for you, and that's just the way we saw the groups today. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. No. Yeah. Yeah, Progeny Stakes Group. Yeah, so there's three teams in that. Yeah, that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we move now to Class 90, the Progeny Stakes Group for Brangus. The last class to be judged here today. So that comprises 3 animals owned by the exhibitor, with both sexes represented, and all the progeny of 1 sire or dam. And all animals must be entered in the general classes. So we should have catalogue numbers 587, 588 and 589 to parade. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, to confirm in Class 90, which is the Brangus Progeny Stakes Group of 3 animals owned by the exhibitor with both sexes represented and all the progeny of one sire or dam, we have, as I mentioned earlier, catalogue numbers 587, 588 and 589 to parade. Thank you. Get it right. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 90, which is the Brangus Group Progeny Stakes. First is catalogue number 589, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. Second is catalogue number 588, exhibited by Edward and Cara Quinn. And third is catalogue number 587, exhibited by Duff Red Angus. And our judge, Shane Bishop, will now comment on these classes.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to Brangus Australia for having a go on here today. We've enjoyed the judging. Hope you guys have too. It's been a really good display of Brangus cattle, and all relevant to what we're trying to achieve in the industry, and weight for age and red meat in the Brangus cattle has been outstanding. The group in first place, we just went because they were so even. You can see what the sires doing there in evenness. The 2 bulls, very powerful, long. So's the female. Admired the length of that group, and they're just a really good group. As is the group in second place, just a little bit different style of cattle, but very correct cattle, longevity sort of cattle, and a good even group. As is the third group, they're not quite as even. You know, they've got our Grand Champion bull up there, big powerful bull, and the 2 young cattle behind, not quite as even in type. But the younger cattle obviously have their day in the future, but still a good group, very competitive group. So that's it for the Brangus judging. Thank you very much for having us, and we look forward to having a beer. Thank you.
Making our job fairly smooth, and getting the cattle
The Gender
in,
View Invitational
where
Bull
they're
Sale
needed
will
at
offer
the time.
65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the
I'd also like to
Coolabunga
thank the
Sale Yards,
stewards,
August 15th.
who've,
Semen and
worked hard
morphology
all day
tested,
here
fully
to,
vaccinated. A bull for everyone.
to get
Contact
the,
your preferred GDL
the
agent.
judging managed, and particularly thank our two judges, Shane Bishop and Abigail Johnson, for their informative comments during the day. So that concludes the Brangus judging for 2026. We will follow on here afterwards with judging of the Ultrablacks. But thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for your attendance this afternoon.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ultrablack and Ultrared judging for 2026. Our judge here this afternoon is Shane Bishop. He's co-principal of Garglen Brahman Company with his wife, Yeah. No, I got it. Sandra. And they're at Bohinia Downs at Mowra. So the first class here to be paraded is the Junior Bull with catalogue number 1224. So I'll ask Shane if he's got some comments in relation to this class. Are you? Righto. Do you want a word or? There you go.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, thanks to the Ultrablack Association for asking me to judge this year too. Yeah, the young calf's obviously the only one in the juniors. Good young bull, plenty of length in him, stands on good bone, structurally correct, really good 3 sheath and testicles, and a worthy champion. Thank you.
I may have given you the heifer one instead of the bull one.
Yeah, it's the one exhibitor.
Yeah, I did. There's the bull in there.
Righto.
Because there's no heifer. Better swap
We'll
it.
get-
Yeah, right.
Now what have we got here? The senior bull. Is that the? No. We've got a.
I forgot there's no heifer. I just said it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to the judging of the Ultra Black and Ultra Red. I understand we have in class 383 cow or heifer 20 months and under 30 months. We have catalogue number 1225 to parade. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of class 383, which is Ultra Black and Ultra Red cow or heifer, 20 months and under 30 months. First is catalogue number 1225. N-bar, well earned, exhibited by Dan and Mega Lamb. And our judge
That's at 1:30 tomorrow, approximately. Yeah.
will now comment on the heifer.
Come in for tubing.
Oh, there will be, yeah.
I'll come in.
There's another.
On the basis that the heifer will return for the judging of the senior champion heifer, the judge will reserve his comments until that time. So we'll move then to class 385, which is Ultra Black and Ultra Red cow, 30 months and under 60 months. And we have catalogue number 1226 parading. So, ladies and gentlemen, the result of class 384, which is Ultra Black and Ultra Red cow, 30 months and under 60 months. The winner is catalogue number 1226, Chadwick Downs Mary, exhibited by Chadwick Downs Cattle Company. Now, yes, and each of these previous 2 cows will be entered for the judging of the senior champion cow or heifer, at which time our judge will comment on them. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of the senior champion cow heifer for 2026 is catalogue number 1226, which is Chadwick Downs Mary, exhibited by Chadwick Downs Cattle Company, and therefore the reserve champion is catalogue number 1225, which is N-Bar Well Earned, exhibited by Dan and Megan Lamb. And we'll have our judge, Shane Bishop, comment now on these cows.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, went for the cow in production. She's a beautiful, upstanding cow. Stands on great bone, good structure, perfect udder. Very feminine cow. Got that wedge shape that we're looking for with a really good bull calf at side. She's doing a good job in her milk production. The calf's healthy, and she's a very worthy grand champion. Ultra red cow. Anyway, a worthy grand champion of the breed. The heifer in second place, she's a senior heifer. She's well in calf. Really good structure about her, mitre thickness, a smoothness, well muscled heifer, but you just can't, from a producer point of view, you just can't beat that early production, and the cow and calf, as I said, is a really good example. Thank you.
This is true. You guys need
Oh, you done?
We're ahead of you, Bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, catalogue number 1226, which is the senior champion cow or heifer, also becomes the grand champion Ultrablack and Ultrared cow or heifer for 2026, and receives the Elders Shield presented here every year by elders to all breeds, and the RNA is most appreciative of their contribution.
Oh, I haven't signed that one, no. That's, yeah, no, that's all.
And the Elder Shield of Excellence is being presented here.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move now to the senior bull class for Ultrablack and Ultra Red for 2026. And we should have catalogue number 1228. Parading in class 385, which is a bull 20 months and under 30 months. So catalogue number 1228 parading currently weighs 984 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 15 and 10 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 136 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Class 385, which is the Ultrablack and Ultrared bull, 20 months and under 30 months, is catalogue number 1228, Bullakina, You the Man, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And he will be returning to the ring for the judging now of the Grand Champion bull. And our judge, Shane Bishop, will comment when both bulls are in the ring. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the judging of the Grand Champion Ultrablack and Ultrared bull for 2026, we have catalogue numbers 1224 and 1228 in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this completes my judging here today. I've got the Galbies tomorrow, but thanks very much to the Brangus Society again and the Ultrablack Association for having me judge here at Royal Brisbane. It's always great to come to the Ekka. It's a fantastic cattle show and we enjoy it. Thank you to Bill for officiating and everyone that helped, the ladies in the tent and everyone. Thank you very much. And our Grand Champion Ultrablack bull is the senior bull, and he'll represent the Ultrablack cattle very well in the interbreed for 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane, and on behalf of the RNA, I'd like to record our appreciation for your time and your efforts here today. Very much appreciated, and all your informative comments. Thank you to the exhibitors for getting your cattle into the ring promptly. It makes our job very much easier. And I'd also like to particularly thank the stewards here for all their assistance today. So, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that concludes our Ultrablack judging for 2026.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 65 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 15th. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View...